Keith Lee explains why he threw his rose on the floor after Taraji P. Henson BET Awards mix-up. TikToker Keith Lee addressed his reaction to the embarrassing BET Awards moment, but shared his appreciation for Taraji P. Henson. Keith Lee is clearing the air about any rumored beef with Taraji P. Henson after a somewhat embarrassing mix-up during the 2024 BET Awards. Lee took to TikTok on Monday to explain his feelings towards a bit during Sunday's awards show that saw Henson handing out roses to celebs in the audience, but wound up getting Lee mixed up with fellow influencer Jordan Howlett. "I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination," Lee, 27, said in a video he recorded from inside his car. "And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night." Henson, 53, served as host for the third year in a row, and during the show she did a bit where she gave people their flowers as a way of celebrating them. During the segment, Henson made her way to the front of the audience, where Lee was sitting with his wife, Ronnie, which was when things got dicey. Henson approached Howlett, who is known as Jordan the Stallion on TikTok, and the Oscar-nominated actress then turned to the camera and began a portion of the bit meant to be directed to Lee. Howlett laughed as he awkwardly pointed to Lee, and Henson quickly pivoted and redirected her remarks while joking that she got caught up in my own inner monologue. "I'm so sorry," she exclaimed. Later, Lee shared a since-deleted TikTok that showed him dropping the rose he received him on the floor. "Our name will be known in every room it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, how it's supposed, with no confusion. God is amazing," he wrote over the video next to praying hands. In the post Lee shared on Monday, he explained that the video of him dropping the rose was not meant to imply he was mad at Henson. "The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I did this is that I wholeheartedly believe it wasn't my rose, it wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine," he shared. "I always say, I don't want nothing that wasn't mine. I am forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show," he continued, explaining that he felt the embarrassing mishap wasn't Henson's fault, but rather the fault of the show's producers. Lee said the entire segment felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional, and that they had him and his wife change seats to facilitate the bit, but didn't do what they needed to in order to make sure the segment was a success, which also proved embarrassing for Henson. "It is what it is. I just wish they would have set both of us up for success in that situation," Lee said. The food critic and former MMA fighter went on to shower Henson with praise once more, sharing, "I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserves." Prior to heading inside for the show, E.T. spoke to Lee, who dished about attending the event alongside his wife. "It's amazing. I'm blessed to be here," Lee shared. "We look amazing. My wife looks amazing. God is amazing. I'm just here. I'm thankful. We're everywhere we're supposed to be at all times." Lee said that never in his wildest dreams would he have imagined attending the event with his wife, but he was grateful. "I wouldn't have believed," he said. "I always knew that I would be somebody. I always knew that God destined something for me special. I just never knew what path it was going to take me, and I'm here for every path that He puts me on."